Alright guys, we are at Community Thrift. They are 50% off today. They said they've restocked all their shelves. And basically been banned by the family. They said I had to stop buying stuff, and I'm not going to stop until I get at least 1,000 items. Right now I'm at about 400 items on eBay. Got our grand opening on May 1st. I want to be... Sorry about that. I want to be up to about 1,000 items by May 1st. So if y'all see anything on this shelves that you think I should get, just put it in the comments and I'll pick it up next week. Here we go. All right, everybody, I'm gonna have to do voiceover. I think there was some music playing in the background. It was good music. Had a really nice beat. But again, it's a 50% off day, and walking in, this is my normal thrift store that I probably hit twice a week. They have a veterans discount for 25% off on Tuesdays, and I think this was a Thursday. It was 50% off, and they said they had restocked the entire store, and I believe it because a lot of things in here I had never seen. And these folks have two thrift stores that I know of. They got one in Merritt Island and one in Cocoa, and this is the smaller one. So I think they kind of feed it some of the cool stuff every now and then. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting this look like a Hobby Lobby type silver dish with some red velvet. And bad part about videoing is you can't really look anything up. You have to go by your gut instinct. So I ended up putting it back. I really did like the horse. I think they had it listed for like $20, so it would have went for 10. Nice little block of wood here. I couldn't figure out what it was, but it's probably a piece of a burl that's been cut into a square, polished up really nice. Guess you could use it for some type of display, jewelry display piece or something. But yeah, we didn't get it either. But we kept looking, and we're going to end up with some pretty good finds by the end of the day. And I'll let you kind of look around on the shelves with me. We'll look together. The cow was pretty cool. The fan was not for sale. It's an interesting piece there. I wish I would have showed it to the camera a little bit better, but it was like a really faded, probably 60s, one of those wood things with the photo embedded in it, inlaid into the wood. It's really cool. Remember my dad brought one home when I was a kid that had Jesus on it, and it was shaped in an oval. Looked like they had bark around the edges still. It was kind of cool. We kept that thing for a long time. So yeah, I was going to go up the stairs. That's where you got all the dishes, and I saw this, it says a bit of Tennessee, or bit o Tennessee, and those are dogwood. Thought it was cherry blossoms. That's why I grabbed it. But it's got enamel, pink enamel on the inside, kind of a ceramic outside, but the inside's porcelain, I think, polished up. And these were nice, crystal, but I just have not had any luck with any of my clear glass, even the really cool clear glass that you know is worth some money. They have not moved, so I'm staying away from plates, and I'm staying away from clear glass, regardless of how cool it is. I think this was Pier 1, maybe, this bowl that I'm about to pick up. I just seen that one over on the bottom. I'm going to check it out next time I go. The one with the pink stripe around the top. That's kind of a cool looking little bowl. But I pick up this orange color bowl here in a minute. And I think it's like a Hobby Lobby or something. It wasn't anything great, but it looked really cool. But had a nice Southwest style to it, but I put it back. The lady was being really nice. She was trying to chat up a conversation. She was talking about some of her finds at an estate sale on day 2, and she was pretty proud of it. And I was telling her about the ceramic pear that I got last week. It was a casserole dish shaped in like a pear, and it ended up being worth like $40. This piece was fantastic. I thought it was ceramic. I actually had it listed on eBay as a ceramic 3-footed bowl, and then with gold trim, and then after looking at the trim, I was like, that's not gold, that's like a copper color. And then I looked at it a little bit closer, and I was like, heck, that's copper. So didn't find anything like it, just like it on eBay or Google Lens. So I ended up taking a magnet, and obviously it didn't stick to a magnet, so I knew it was probably copper. Maybe a little bit of tin in it. I think copper and tin is copper and tin is bronze. So I think it's just copper. Probably worth $10 worth of copper these days, as much as copper and all the other metals have gone up. So the lady's kind of talking to me here. That's why I kind of stopped panning. She's telling me her story and about the estate sale. A lot of cool stuff on the shelves on the inside, everyday dishes and stuff like that. This is a kids section and toy section. I did find a really cool kids chair in that room one day. Got it for $7, and it ended up being worth $40-50. So I don't have it listed on eBay. I actually got it in the store. And this room here is one of my favorite rooms, and it's got a lot of tools and lights and different stuff that still has price barcode. You can scan the barcodes. This box here, I've been keeping an eye on it. I think it's listed at $8, and it's a 4-foot by 5-foot Louisville Cardinal fathead. And those of you who know me know that I graduated from University of Louisville, so I'll probably pick that up the next time it's 50% off. Not for the store, for myself. Maybe put it in my office. And this sun visor caught my eye. It was very patriotic. Kind of a little saying there about, some blood, sweat, and tears went into earning the title of a veteran, and they can never really take it away from you. It's kind of one of those things that once you have it, and it's yours, and you earned it, and you deserved it, and you should be celebrated and recognized for it. That's just my opinion. I really wanted to get this archery target, and I had a bear on one side and a deer on the other, and it hadn't been used. I think it was maybe somebody took one shot at it, so I went to go set all my stuff down because that ceramic bit of honey vase was getting kind of heavy. I kept slipping. I had the little porcelain or stained glass owls inside of it, so it was testing my grip strength. The copper cup, I set it all up there, and then I just kind of started looking to, these are their high-end shelves. I got some cool stuff in there. Out of there a few weeks ago, I got a watch on a 50% off. It was a $50 watch. I got it for $25. I have it listed for $75. It's got 10K. I got a 14K out of here too. You see a 10K or 14K on a watch. It's not the whole watch. It's just the inside piece, small little inside piece. So not extremely valuable, but it is precious metal. It is gold or silver, depending on how it's listed. But they didn't have any cool pieces in there today. I did see a really cool looking dolphin. I'm a Dolphins fan, so, but this is not a Miami Dolphin. This was like a cast iron. It was real heavy like cast iron, but it was a little bit lighter color. Not sure what it's made out of, but I'll show it to you at the end. I got it off the back of the shelf as I was checking out. So yeah, checking out a few more things. Lady was really nice. She was clearing out some space for me to set my stuff down, but I had already set it on the counter. So I did go around and start looking at the music, the albums. The one that caught my eye was right in the front. It was Lee Greenwood. And I looked at it for a little bit. I was looking for whether or not it had God Bless the USA on there. If it would have had that song on this album, I would have bought it. But I didn't do a real good job at showing you guys what all was on the album. But got a real young version of Lee Greenwood. Maybe I should have bought it just for the nostalgia. That looked good on the country store shelves, right? With country music legend Lee Greenwood. I don't know what his other songs are. I'm assuming they're country, but it's got that country vibe to it anyway. When the God Bless the USA does. Anyway, I'll just check out a few. I didn't see anything else that caught my eye. I have done pretty good. I swear I got most of them they're $1. I got when I first started, I got Beach Boys and I got a Shaka Khan just because had a cool look to it. And I sold both of those already, and I still have a few other albums. I think I have a Judy Garland album for sale online, and I have a couple other. It was Around the World in 80 Days. I guess that was a book that they had converted over to an album, but had a really cool cover, vintage looking cover. So I'll have it on my eBay and at the shop. Some pretty cool little knickknacks here on the shelves. These are all new. They were not in there when I was in there a few days ago, so just kind of gave them a once over. And I go back in to wrestle with the bear and the deer on the Target, seeing whether or not it was going to be a good deal. I always look for oil paintings. If you see, look for the frames, the really old frames. It's usually a pretty good sign that you have an original, and you definitely want it to be signed. And if it's got a cool look to it and you think it looks good and get your attention, then somebody else will probably like it too. If you get a good deal on it, pick it up. So I ended up putting the phone down here in a minute, and I looked at the comps on the Target, and brand new, it was $28. I think I could have got it for $3 or $4, but obviously you can't ask brand new prices. So if you're going to ask $20 for it and you paid $4 for it, and then eBay's going to charge a 13% for the eBay fee, and then you're going to pay a little bit more if you want to promote it, like 10%. So, and then you don't know what they're going to charge you to ship it. So you could list it and say that it's going to cost $10 to ship, and that's what the customer pays, the $10 that you charge. And then if it ends up being $20, now you're in the negative. So as cool as it was, and I'd like to have it in the store, I decided it was just too much to bear. Okay, that was my dad joke for the day. All right, so I did end up picking up the sun visor, and it comped out pretty good, and I really just I like the way it looked. So I'm not impossible that I'll just take that and put it in my windshield of my truck. So, but I did list it. I went ahead and put it out for $25. I ended up paying like $2 for it, $3. I think it was listed for $4.50 or $5. So whatever ended up paying, it was a really good deal. I'll end up making a few bucks off of that. So here's the prices. So here, actually, this is the haul for the day. I did stop at a yard sale And at the yard sale, I got the little grape set up. I got that little gold centerpiece. I got that here at the thrift store. I got the owls at this thrift store, the dolphin, the flattened glass wine bottle. I got that there at the thrift store. I think you'll see I got a space heater that was at the yard sale. 2 little crystal candle holders that I told you I wasn't going to get any more clear glass, but these were $1 a piece, and I got those at the yard sale. There's the copper cup. There's my veterans sunscreen, sun visor thing. I got the heater for a couple bucks. So here's what I got the visor listed for. There's what I got the gold centerpiece listed for. The bit of Tennessee, the cast iron 3-footed bowl, the clear glass, or the green glass, wine bottle. I think all of that came to like $150. I only paid $17. So appreciate you staying to the end. Love you guys. Thank you for all you do for the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.